Hey folks, welcome back to Play Farms. James here. Got a little bit of brush hogging. We're going to try to hurry up and knock out. Got about an hour. And I got some other stuff I got to go tend to. So we're going to jump in the Kubota real quick. Just going to go do this small spot over here where we're going to put those two steers at. My wife had already knocked out most of it. We just got a small little section over there that I want to knock down so that hopefully some bahia can come up and start growing over all the tall stuff that's there right now. So let's get a little bit of brush hogging done real quick. Okay, we're over here. So this is the section my wife did a while back. It's coming up with some good stuff that the cows are going to eat, or the steers are going to eat. All we got to do is knock down this little section here. It's just between here and the electric fence that you can't really see because the grass is in the way. Anyway, let's get our PTO started up. Got the 540. Here, this hat will be a bumpy ride. Load her up a bit, try to get kind of close to this electric fence. Well, not really, it's too dirty, ain't it? Now, it's a real shame that we don't have the water trough set up for these guys yet, or don't have a water trough yet. We gotta get one. This would be the time to lock, because that's one of them, that's the other one. The rest of the herd's in the shade trees over there on the other side of the ball bar. So we could essentially close that gate now, and we could get these guys to come over here with some feed. But we don't have the water trough yet, so we need to get one so we can get these guys separated and start feeding them out. Make sure we don't hit none of these posts. Okay, too close to that. The idea is we're going to go from that post there. I'll probably put another post here, and then another post down there, and then we'll fence in this whole L section for them stairs. Which will work out pretty good. Allow them guys to eat and spread manure on this part of the pasture. We haven't had cows on this area at all, so any bit of manure we can get on it definitely help it out a lot. Another thing you do too, our chicken coop in right there. We let our chickens free range, which essentially we just let them out every morning and close them in every evening. They put themselves up, and we just put them in there and close the door basically, so nothing can get in there and get them while they're sleeping. But the cows come out here and start eating past the manure. Chickens will go out there and peck at the manure and spread it out for us. Now, whether they'll actually come out into this area or not sure. They typically won't come that far out here just because of the tall grass. It's easy for a predator to conceal themselves. Before we run the wire that's in this area, or the last part that we're going to do is probably redo this wire. It's aluminum wire that I'm not going to use to keep in animals just because it fails very often versus the steel or the braided. Gonna pull that up. Once I pull all that up, I'm going to brush hog what's underneath the wire because I'll have a little bit better access. You can tell I can't really get to the post, and I didn't get this stuff very well because I had to turn for the wire, and I could take the time and back up into it, but I just don't see a purpose in doing that because I already know I'm gonna redo all that anyway. Dark that way. We might have some rain coming in. Not against. It's been kind of dry lately. It'd be nice just to get at least this part here knocked out. We can use a little bit of a drizzle. Grass is getting pretty dry. Definitely far better year than last year. Look, I can see the cows over there. But yeah, last year around this time, kept having wildfires all over the place, and really all of Louisiana, I think, especially in our area. So we don't mind the rain. We definitely ain't gonna complain. I'll take the rain any day over all that, all the fire. Got dark clouds coming in, so didn't get all the footage I'd really like. You can see there's some dark clouds coming in down there too. Hopefully we got some rain coming in. We got all this knocked down. You can tell it looks a lot better. So we got this knocked down. This over here is what my wife brush hogged. We got a lot of bahia coming up over there and over there. So that'd be great. Hopefully we get some coming up. I'm not really seeing too much signs of bahia in this area, but we'll see. So next step, this is the weekend before 4th of July. After the weekend after 4th of July, we're gonna fence this in with electric fence. It's gonna happen. So probably wake up early. Actually, I'm off Thursday and Friday for 4th of July and the 5th, so that's awesome. It's one thing I like about where I work. But we'll definitely probably get up Friday morning, brush hog a path around the area just to make sure we knock everything down that where we're going to be having the electric fence. We'll get all the supplies we need, and we're going to start running electric wire. The other thing we got to get is water trough, which we're probably going to put, obviously not where the tractor's at, but we're probably going to put like right here. So we already have a water hose we pretty much keep stretched out over here for the chickens to fill their little chicken water right there. So we're probably going to put a Y, come with some hose, put a water trough about right here, and so this will be where they get their water. And we can also be able to get the water to the chickens still. And what I'm also hoping that does is going to bring those two steers in here a lot to kind of eat all this down. The chickens, especially when it's hot, the chickens love to get in here. It's a pretty good shady area, so I'm hoping that gets them to come out in the field and hit that manure like I mentioned earlier. You could tell, I saw when I pulled up in the tractor, there's a egg right there. They lay a bunch of eggs in there, especially when it's hot. They'll come out and kind of scavenge around. They like to get under the trampoline, this, and the vehicles. And every now and then when you go move a vehicle, you'll see like a half dozen eggs. So, well, we'll get it fenced in, get the water, we'll get the two steers separated. Tomorrow, depending on how much it rains, if it doesn't rain too much, you can see it's already gotten closer since I've been talking to y'all. We have a spare feed trough back here in the field. I'm gonna get it, bring it up, go ahead and put it over here, because the game plan, our little makeshift corrals over there, we'll separate the two steers from the rest of the herd, get the rest of the herd into the barbed wire area, make a makeshift wall with 2 gates. Yeah, I think I got 2 gates, a horse panel and a cow panel if needed, and basically make a wall to where when I let those steers out, they'll have to come into the pasture that they're in right now. And then I'm gonna have that feed trough set up over here, and I'm gonna put feed in, try to get them to come in with the feed. And when they come in, I'm gonna have a little makeshift gate right here with the electric wire. I'll close the gate behind them. Current game plan, or previous game plan, was I wasn't gonna have anything on the 6 acres right there, just because I didn't want the herd and the steers trying to get back together. But I think what I'm gonna do is every 2 weeks I might take them off this 6 acres that I'm standing on and put them back on that 6 acres, and we'll just have to move the water trough back and forth maybe, or maybe I rig some electric wire to come in. But basically, so we can get some rotational grazing, we'll put them on this for 2 weeks, that for 2 weeks, back and forth. The grasses we have, they really only need about 2 weeks to recover. We got to mow our yard every 2 weeks, or we start getting snakes and critters of all sorts in our yard just because the grass gets so tall so quick. So I'm kind of thinking that. The wind just picked up too. So I'm kind of thinking that, but we'll see. I mean, main thing now is just get this fenced in, get the steers over here so we can start feeding them, because we really need to start feeding them. This is the last week of June going into July. I don't know if the camera caught it, but lightning just hit over there too. So last weekend of June going into July, and the steers are going to slaughter in September. So that's going to give us exactly 3 months to feed them out, and we need to feed them out pretty quick, because while they look good right now, they're very lean just because they're grass fed at this point, and steers / bulls don't do so hot on just grass whenever you are trying to finish them out. If you have some higher quality grass, it'd probably do better. My grass ain't the greatest in the world, but if you had some maybe Bermuda, alfalfa, that kind of stuff, But we're gonna finish them off on feed and go from there. So that should give us plenty of time to put some fat on them, and we'll see how they turn out. So, go put the Kubota up, get inside for this rain hits, and hopefully we'll get some rain, but not so much that we won't be able to do anything outside tomorrow. But we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, hope y'all had fun today. Hope the video was somewhat entertaining for y'all. Thank you for joining me on the farm. Y'all have a good one.